I rise today to try and speak something called common sense speak. And that is for my colleagues to understand that Americans reject confusion and chaos. According to the New York Times, an abrupt end to the emergency declarations would create wide-ranging chaos and uncertainty throughout the healthcare system for states, for hospitals and doctors' offices, and most importantly for the tens of millions of Americans that has evidence. This is on the data from the White House, which, by the way, under President Joe Biden, crafted a White House COVID task force that began to calm the uncalm waters that we suffered in the last administration. Does anyone remember maybe we should drink disinfectant in the midst of COVID-19? Well, let me tell you, in Houston, Texas, we remember it. We also know that 6,812,798,000 persons died around the world from COVID. 1.1 million died in the United States. And it was only after an overwhelming effort by the Biden administration that we began to see the clock move on individuals willing to get their first, second, and third shots, their booster shots. That's why we are living, because we were vaccinated, because we overcame the stigma and the wrong-headed information that was scaring people about vaccines. We didn't lose 1 million people on vaccines. We lost 1 million people on not having that vaccination timely. And so I am struck by this legislation. The pandemic is not over.
The pandemic is over. We still have a problem with COVID. We're still doing a lot of work on it. But the pandemic is over.